Go there.
Good morning. We got bar stools yesterday, but they're a little bit too tall, which we knew when we were buying them, but they're such a good, like, rock solid wood, as you can see from here. So I'm taking 10 centimeters off the legs. Not the easiest job to do, but we'll see. I think it's going to work out fine. And then we're probably going to sand them. Like, the varnish on them is really, really good, but it's just not the color we want them. And then I think that's going to cover the tops of them as well. So that's my first job of today. Actually, my first job of today was cleaning here a little bit. Clean the miter, so clean some of my tools, and yeah. We start with that. Then after that, I'm going to be cutting some shelves out of oak, which is going to be a tough cut, but we'll get there. Well,
farmer, dear farmer, please don't go to corn. To feed the cattle's never been out before. It's the grasslands and the meadows where they're supposed to roam. The ways of the oak we must restore. Fisherman, dear fisherman, don't blow the ocean floor. If the soil of the sea dies, there will be fish no more. Care for the ocean and it will provide. If you don't care, you will lose the fight.
okay, this is the official before picture. And Natalie's already covered one of these tops with fabric. I'm halfway sanding the second one. I'm pretty sure this is oak, so it's very, very hard to sand. And the varnish was put on it was done professionally, so it's very, very, you know, it's not hard is wrong, but like hard as like, I mean, as texture, and it just takes its time. So hopefully I get these two done today, and then that's it. Then we just need to varnish them because they really look nice, the oak on them. What's with the obsession of making things darker always? Anyway, lunch break. I am starving.
Doctor, dear doctor, blasters don't work. You gotta get to the cause before it gets to you.
Okay, I'm on the last chair, covered in dust as always, some sawdust. There's little bits of like corners, like where the wood joints go that sanders don't get, so I have to do that by hand, and that's a little bit tedious, but you know, those are the little extra bits. If you take your time and do them, it just makes it that a little bit better. The first one came out so good that I realized that these have to be done nicely. I think these are oak. They're really nice wood. I can't believe we got them for €40 for the three. It's great. See if I can see here. Chanel's here exploring the cave down there. I think she's finding it exciting. And yeah, I'm stuck in here when it's a glorious day out there. But anyway, I'm really happy how they're turning out. I'm going to try to get these finished quickly, and then I have a couple of shelves. We leftover stuff from the kitchen counters. I'm going to do a couple of shelves out of them. So if I can cut them today as well, that'd be great. So, today's going great. Somebody's enjoying the exploring. What do you think about it, huh? How are you gonna get down from there? Okay, I got struck by a serious dose of man flu. So I haven't got much done in the past 2 days. Just the way it goes. But I'm starting to feel a little bit better. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be back in action. But yeah. It's the springtime when the weather is kind of like good, better, but still cold. Feels better, but it's colder. And of course I get struck by a head cold. But onwards and upwards. Today I actually managed to do some planning, some drawings for some stuff for the kitchen and planning some orders, so that's good. The thing is, the next few days are going to be really good weather and I really want to get started on the garden. So hopefully I'll feel better tomorrow. How you doing? Good morning from La Berge-Maticusserie. The deer are back.
Heal the dependence, don't just make it worse. Listen to your soul and you'll find the truth.
So believe it or not, this is a plan. And this is somebody who's trying to distract me from the plan all the time now. I think she's settling in, she just wants to play. You just want to play, do you? Kind of on the way again. Okay. Okay. Yes, that's a drawer. Kind of cupboard drawer. I'm back in action. Feeling much better today. Still, you know, head cold and all that, but I'm feeling much better. I had a temperature for the past few days and that's cold gone, so I'm back in action. I'm going to do the last drawer, cupboard door drawer kind of thing in the kitchen. I have decided that I'm going to continue then with most of the shelves because they're very, very deep. I'm going to just do a kind of shallow drawers on them so you can actually pull everything out properly. The hinges that we've been using so far are very, very good. Bit expensive, but very, very good. So I'm going to get more of them and have all the drawers be able to pull them out. But this is kind of the last thing I have to do inside for now. There's still loads to do, and if you for 1 second even thought that this renovation project would be over, no, we're not even near that. There's the whole grounds has to be finished, the upstairs, but also it's that time of the year that I'm gonna have to start work on the garden, and that's, you know, that's something I've been looking forward to. So I'd say we get a little bit of start on that today. Okay. That's the last one. So the idea was this, that because we have the towel rack here, this one just slides out and then we can put bottles of cleaning products in there. I'm happy with that. Okay, those of you who have been following our journey with our French country house here in Burgundy. You might remember the beginning part where there was a jungle outside. We cut them down, cut all the hedges and trees down. We shred them. We left them here for the winter. And now this stuff is the beginning of a new garden. I'm going to start at the front. It's going to be a herb section in the front, and then after that I'll start here. I need to get some more material for this one. So, yeah, it's the beginning. So we got this battered old apple tree, which was just about in our land. It's one big part of it was here, and it was kind of completely dead. So I got a bit of advice on how to cut it and how to preserve the best parts of it, and then tie it together, and hopefully it'll start getting better. But I mean, it's already it's making leaves. It's getting somewhere. So I have planted on a secret locations sunflowers. That's one of my Nat's favorite flowers, so we both like to plant them. So I put them in a secret location so people can just see where they're going to turn up. Also, I'm going to go start on the herb garden. Whether it'll take or not is a different story. Last year when we came to visit this, it was very clear to us that there's a lot of slugs and snails in here, so they might have a field day on the seeds, but I'm just going to give it a go first, and then if it becomes a problem, then we'll figure out a way of dealing with the problem. So here it is. It's beside the well on the front of the house. Just to give you a bit of context here. There's the house. And I only had a handful of seeds, but I planted them now, and then we get some more. So as far as I can remember, I put dill here, parsley here, sage here, and basil there. And these little ones in the middle apparently are garlic. To me they look more like onions, but they came up by themselves, so I'm going to leave them there. See what comes out of them. Yeah, if they're tall by June, then they're probably garlics and they're ready to be picked, so we'll see. But yeah, there's a lot of work to be done here. Also the hedge here, you can see the little parts of it are kind of trying to come back again, so I'm going to have to start trimming it early rather than late. We'll have to figure out what we're going to do here. And then the other side of where the microstation is here, we're going to want to do some other work there, just to make it look nice and hide the microstation. But these are things that I'm just looking forward to doing. And obviously the main garden, main food garden will be at the back, so looking forward to that as well. It's good to be doing something. I hate being sick. It was a glorious morning at the Liberalism at the Gusri. It's Friday. What you thinking, Shannon? Damn. I just filmed without filming. Talking to myself. So, I got into breaking down the soil a little bit today just to check what the condition of the soil is, and it's actually really nice soil. I'm pretty confident that it'll be a good base for the growing stuff. So I'm gonna have to spread this out. Now it is a bit compacted because it's been there for 6 months pretty much, and it was put there by a digger. So it's gonna have to break it down, spread it out here. Then we continue with all the other stuff that's gonna go on top of it, including all this wood chip. I started to collect a little bit of sticks and that kind of stuff. I don't think I'm going to have enough, but I'll maybe talk to some neighbours if they have any want to get rid of. And I finished skirting board beside the door. That's the last bit of skirting board I need to do. Bit of an awkward spot at the door, but it's looking alright. I need to put a little bit more caulk or silicone. Actually, I'm going to use the silicone for this one because it's at the door, so just to be safe. Yeah, progress. And now we're gonna go back to Burgundy. A few things we need to pick up from the garden there, and yeah, we might even go for a drink or two in the barrel house while we're in Macon. But then I'm going to continue with the garden tomorrow, and tomorrow Natalie's sister and brother-in-law are coming over for lunch, so this will be something to look forward to. Yeah, that's the very rough beginnings of a herb garden. Now I need to look on the doors. Yeah, a little bit at a time. I'm really showing you around. We got the living room in some sort of order. There's still a few bits to do, and you know, the coat hanger won't be here permanently because we're gonna have the veranda done soon enough. But yeah, this is actually already a quite functional room. We got the pantry in some sort of order. There's still a lot to be, still sorting out to be done, but it's starting to get there. Nice to have food on the shelves. Friday night pint in the barrel house. So Xavier and Emily are here visiting, and yesterday I spent an hour cleaning this beast. So now the barbecue season has officially started, and a pitmaster has to be always hydrated. Not a bad view.
Businessman in a suit, what are you fighting for? Shareholders' profits or a better world? Care for the people or they will move on. And soon you have nothing left to fight for. People in power and powers that be. Are you there for the people or just for the greed? Elected by people to represent. Words and promises, false hope in the end.
So what's the plan with the garden? It's about 150 square meters of this backyard that we're going to convert into basically our kitchen garden, food garden. And we're going to be growing food, vegetables of all sorts. But the thing about gardens is that it's the first year is the biggest work. After that it gets a little bit easier. I mean, every year it requires a certain amount of work, but the first year the setup is the biggest part of it, and getting the soil in a good state, which is an ongoing process, but this first year it's gonna be a fair bit of work. So it's gonna keep me busy for the next few weeks, I'd say. Hello, buddy. Enjoy the sun? Huh? Yeah. You're alright. I know it doesn't look like it, but I spent a couple of hours of raking and hacking that now. And spreading it around. Getting it evenly closer and closer to the edge here, but still a long way to go. But yeah, I think that is going to be a wrap for this week's video. I know it was a bit of a shorter week due to the fact that I was down with the man flu for a few days. But yeah, we're gonna get on more of the garden phase here in the next few weeks. Also, we have a few more pieces of furniture coming that we need to once again sand for my pleasure, and then varnish them, and a few more chairs to finish up as well. Then very soon, I don't know yet, we haven't got an exact date, but we're going to start doing the terrace here. Is going to have a roof. It's going to have a roof, so that's going to be a big enough job. And then in the front, the veranda is going to have a roof and windows. So those are going to start in the next, hopefully, a couple of weeks, and hopefully, well, hopefully by the end of next week, we can get the caravan back here, and I can get the studio back in order. But hey, it's our second week here, and it's been such a, I can't even describe it. It still feels unreal that we're here, and it's hard not to wake up every morning with a big smile on your face, which is a good way to wake up. And once again, thanks for watching, following our trip, following our journey here in France, and onwards and upwards towards another day.
Dear farmer, please grow the corn, which squash and beans like they did before. The three brothers in arms will know what to do. Feed the soil and the soil will feed you.